Look, you guys, a lot has been leading up to this, and I can't believe we're finally here. I personally, as a Nintendo fan, I've been waiting years for this moment. You know, the Switch 2 has been... Oh my god, 1 second. Banana's playing in the kitchen. I gotta stop him. Banana, I gotta record, buddy. Okay, now where was I? But yeah, personally, as a Nintendo and a Switch fan, I've been waiting so long for this moment. Now, as a Silksong YouTuber, I have been waiting for this moment as well. You know, once I became hip to the whole Silksong situation, you know, I believe I knew more about Silksong before I even knew about Hollow Knight, which is crazy to me. But, you know, I became a fan of Hollow Knight. Bruh. Oh my god. I became a fan of Hollow Knight, and then I quickly kept up with Silksong, and it's been a long time since then. It's been 3 years. Holy shit. Anyway, a lot has been leading up to this. Now, about a year ago, when I really started doing all this stuff, it made me think, you know, the Switch 2 has been in a weird spot for a while. Could the Switch 2 limbo explain the Silksong limbo? You know, and as a Silksong fan, that's really, you know, we have nothing to grasp on. So that always was in the back of my head. You know, and also I've mentioned a lot that, you know, Hollow Knight really sold well on the Switch. And it seems, you know, Nintendo is definitely aware of their popular indie games, and they promote them, you know, and Hollow Knight has been heavily promoted by Nintendo, which Nintendo just doesn't promote indie games like that necessarily. But they are now, which is amazing. So all that has led to me to believe that Nintendo is an excellent place for Silksong. Then last week happens, right? And we're about to lead up to the Switch 2, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, all these rumors start happening about this Nintendo Switch 1 Direct. And Silksong community blows up. And I'm in the back of my head, like, you know, I even talk about it in the video, like, this just doesn't feel right. You know, I was so excited for that Direct, because it's like, at the same time, you know, a final Direct for the Switch 1 seemed great. Like, oh, wow. You know, the Switch 1 is going to last a lot longer than people think, you know. So it made sense to do a whole Direct focused on that. And then, you know, the community really started grasping at the fact that, like, oh, this is the perfect time for Switch 1. Or for Silksong, you know, to put it on the Switch 1 thing. You know, and then you tie that in with the cake situation where, like, ironically, William tweeted the day before the Switch 2 got announced, keep your eyes closed, something big is coming tomorrow. And then the Switch 2 gets announced. You know, it was pure skepticism at that point. We knew the Switch 2 was coming, but we had no idea it was actually going to come that day. Leakers had talked about it, but no one believed them. Nate the Hate talked about it, but no one believed it. And then he was also right about this Direct. Last week with that Direct, it just didn't feel right. And then we got one of the most lackluster Directs. Now, I know people love Tamagotchi or whatever, you know, whatever that is. And I'm sorry, I'm just not aware of it. And I'm not aware of Rhythm Heaven. I also know that those games aren't going to push Nintendo forward very much. So to say that that was a blockbuster Direct is just a pure lie. Metroid Prime 4, amazing. It looks so good. I'm so glad to get a better look at that. But that was already a Direct closer, the last Direct we had. It was already the closer. So that being there really did nothing for me, you know, mixed with all the other stuff. Anyway, now we're here. It is, you know, a day and a half away from the Switch 2 Direct, which I will be live streaming. So if you'd like to come through, please come through. And it still doesn't feel right. I'm not going to lie. You know, I think that the Switch 2, you know, as I've always said, I think that the Switch 2, I think coming out in the launch window of the Switch 2 is just a great marketing move for any game. So if Silksong could beat one of those, it would be a home run. It would be such a home run. If there's only, you know, if there's only three to four first party games on launch. You know what I mean? With 1 to 2 coming in the next few months, plus, you know what I mean, 4 to 5 third party games on launch with, you know what I mean, 10 to 15 coming in the next few months. There's just such little, there's such little, and your chances for selling a lot increase crazy amount. So that's why the Switch 2 has always been a thing to me. But now that we're here, just getting used to how Team Cherry works or doesn't work, I don't, it's hard for me to say that this is going to be the one. I don't think this is going to be the one. Now, Nintendo really has an opportunity, and I think that they want to do something very special with this Switch 2 Direct. And I hope that they do, because they've been really not giving us a lot for a few years now. Since Tears of the Kingdom, they've kind of put everything on the back burner. Yeah, we got Echoes of Wisdom, which is really cool, and a few other little things. Mario Wonder as well. But I think since Tears and Wonder, they've really been gearing towards this. And I'm excited to see what they do. But Nintendo is Nintendo, and Nintendo is very secretive, so I don't know how much third-party stuff is going to be there this time around. Like, we're of course going to get some, but I don't know how much of a focus third-party is going to be. And we have a lot of information to get out in this Direct, all about the console, all about the games, all about the major first-party games. And an indie game being there does seem a little bit stranger now to me, but if there's any game that's going to be there indie-wise, it's Silksong or Deltarune even. But it's Silksong. It has to be. But I'm nervous. I'm really nervous, guys. And I've never been a doubter. And even if I'm a doubter now, I still have hope. I still have lots of hope. And even with my doubt, it's all love to Team Cherry. As much as it upsets the community to not give updates, God, as an artist, it's just the dream. It's just the dream to be able to make something that people want to see and to be able to just surprise them. That is truly the dream as an artist, and I hope that all you Silksonger people out there just realize that, like, that is the dream of an artist, to be able to have a highly anticipated product and to be able to just subvert their complete expectations of it. And I think that that's what Silksong's going to do, and hopefully we see it Wednesday. And if not, the cope remains. The cope still keeps going. But hope you all having a good one, and I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully in the stream on Wednesday. Bye.